Hello everyone. In today's video, we're diving into another important everyday conversation topic. Whether you're chatting with friends, discussing current events, or navigating daily situations, it's crucial to have the right vocabulary and grammar tools at your fingertips. Let's explore today's topic together and enhance our conversational skills. Let's begin. Everyday conversations mastery, essential language practices. Vocabulary. Let's listen to the words and match them to their meanings together. Poverty, inequality, globalisation, conflict, resources, economy, displacement, awareness, crisis, sustainability. A serious disagreement or fight. The process of the world becoming more connected. The state of being extremely poor. The ability to continue without harming future needs. Supplies or assets people use to survive or function. Lack of equality between people. The system of money and trade in a country. A time of intense difficulty or danger. Forced movement of people from their homes. Understanding of a problem or situation. Quick grammar reminder. Let's carefully examine the grammar points before moving on to the conversation scene. Passive voice. This structure is used when the focus is on the action or result, rather than who performed it. It is common in formal or academic contexts. Structure. Be, in correct tense, plus past participle. Example, inequality is often caused by lack of education. Cause and effect expressions. These expressions link a cause to its effect and are often used to explain reasons or consequences. Example. Due to, many people are displaced due to ongoing conflict. Because of, job losses occurred because of automation. As a result, there was limited access to food. As a result, malnutrition increased. Scene. Rachel and Harvey, two university students, are sitting in a quiet study room preparing a group presentation on global issues. As they brainstorm ideas, their discussion becomes a deep conversation about the world's most urgent challenges, the impact of globalization, and the power of individual action. Let's pay close attention as we listen to the conversations.
All right, let's get started. Should we begin our presentation with poverty and inequality?
Definitely. Those are two of the most pressing global issues, especially in less developed countries. Poverty often results from lack of access to basic services, like education and healthcare.
Exactly. And inequality just makes it worse. When only a small percentage of the population controls the majority of resources, the rest are left struggling.
Right. And due to this imbalance, people have limited chances to improve their living conditions. They're stuck in a cycle.
We should also bring up globalization. It's connected people and businesses around the world, but it's had both positive and negative effects.
That's true. On one hand, it's boosted trade and technology. But on the other hand, it's created conflict in some places, especially where local jobs have disappeared.
And let's not forget cultural erosion. Some communities have lost their traditions because of foreign influences.
Absolutely. Plus, there's the issue of displacement. Climate change, war, and political instability have forced millions to leave their homes. As a result, they face serious problems like unemployment and lack of shelter.
These issues are all linked. Without sustainability, when resources aren't managed well, the situation gets even worse.
That's a key point. I think we should also talk about the role of governments and global organizations. They need to take more responsibility in solving these problems.
Agreed. And maybe we can end the presentation by encouraging people to take small actions in their own lives. Even raising awareness can make a difference.
Exactly. When people start thinking beyond their own borders, they begin to care more about the world as a whole.
You know what else we could include? The digital divide. In many rural areas, people still don't have internet access, and that limits their education and job opportunities. Because of that gap, they are excluded from the modern economy.
Good point. Especially now that so much of life depends on being online. Without access, entire communities get left behind.
It's frustrating that with all the technology we have, basic needs like clean water and electricity still aren't guaranteed for everyone.
Exactly. And sometimes, the aid that's meant to help gets mismanaged, or doesn't even reach the people who need it most.
Which brings us to corruption. In some regions, political corruption prevents real progress. We should highlight that too. It's an uncomfortable truth, but an important one.
Definitely. And maybe we can show a few real-life examples of community-led solutions, like how some villages have built their own solar grids, or schools with local support. These examples show how even during a crisis, hope and action can be inspired from within the community.
Questions section. Let's review what we've learned. Read the sentences below and fill in the blanks correctly. 1. The new public health regulations blank introduce last week to prevent the spread of infectious diseases. 2. A major breakthrough in medical research blank announce during yesterday's conference. 3. The recycling bins blank place around the campus to encourage more sustainable behavior among students. 4. Thousands of jobs blank lose due to the factory's unexpected closure in the rural area. 5. Several important historical buildings blank restore in the past decade to preserve the city's cultural heritage. Time to test your knowledge. Complete the sentences below by filling in the blanks with the correct answers. 1. Several international flights were cancelled blank, heavy snowfall and poor visibility at the airport. 2. The organization received additional funding blank, its impressive results in reducing child poverty. 3. The team failed to meet the project deadline, blank, the client decided not to renew the contract. 4. Wildlife in the area has decreased significantly, blank, habitat destruction and illegal hunting. 5. The water supply in the village became contaminated, blank, poor waste management practices. That's it for today's conversation topic. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try using these phrases and grammar points in your daily conversations. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more language tips and practice. Thank you for listening. See you in the next video.